So yeah, but looks like we are live on YouTube right now. So welcome to both. What's up, guys? How we doing? I just want to start this by saying, fuck the Blizzard Brigade. Fuck them. And that's where we're at today because what is happening in our country right now is a complete fucking travesty. They are terrorizing communities. And we now live in a comply or be unalived state. Plain and fucking simple. But otherwise, how's everyone doing? How we doing? How we doing? Hope you all had at least a little bit of happiness in your day. I know it's getting harder and harder to find. You just got to keep looking. Ryan, what's up? Welcome in. Hello, hello. Making sure all my stuff is unmuted, but I am noticing my chat box isn't working. So give me 1 second, guys. This is actually a quick fix for once. Boom. It always fucks up when I do that. Copy. Next. Cool. And it should be working. I don't know. But absolutely Ken's back. Hit follow and share, everybody. Guys, we are on here. My voice is coming back a little bit. Still not going to go to Salt Lake City this weekend just in case. Um, but I do want to tell you guys about something I am participating in, and that is what's happening January 20th. The People's Sick Day is partnering with the Women's March. And at 2 p.m., everybody's walking out. We're hitting the streets. We're making our voices fucking heard. Thank you so much, Brandy, for the follow. I encourage you to participate. If that's not your thing, so be it. That's fine. Guys, it's not working on my TikTok. I'm really sorry. I don't know what's going on. Let's try this one more time. Keep on commenting. Please, please, please. Paste. Okay. Transition. It's still not working. Are you seeing the comments on there, Ryan? That's my problem is I'm not seeing the comments, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I'll just read the comments out. Mark Jones, welcome in. User, hello, hello. How we doing? How we doing? Today is Tuesday. No, Ariana, we are just getting started. Just getting started. As you can see, I have a little bit of a voice left. So we got about 55 more minutes on here. Keep hitting those likes. I've got 33 likes and 16 of you in here. What the fuck are we doing right now? But one thing I am going to be doing is after the first 1,000 and then every other 5,000 likes, I will be visiting Penelope because it's been one of those fucking days. It has been one of those days, and thank you so much for the repost, Ariana. Guys, if you see me look at just over here and you're like, what is she doing? We are dual streaming on the tube that use. The reason why we're doing this is because, sorry guys, I'm having to do a couple things at once. The reason we're doing this is because if you ever miss a live for any reason, that's a-okay. You can always go to my tube that use, and guess what? You can watch them back, so feel free. All right. I think maybe getting somewhere, maybe. Sorry, guys. I know, I know. I'm getting into it. I promise, I promise. Almost there. Nope, not quite. I'm getting quite annoyed by this. I'm really sorry, guys. Almost there. You know what? That'll do. We're just gonna refresh this. I don't know why it's not working today. Click to connect. All right, guys, start putting comments. Let me know if you can see anything because it still doesn't seem to be working. So I'm really sorry about this. Normally, our TikTok chat box shows up on the tube that you use. Looks like it's not going to tonight. So we're just gonna remove it for tonight. No, it just popped up. Oh my God, Oreo, hello. Fuck. Someone else comment. Do me a favor, comment really quick. Let me see if it pops up. I did delete the browser, but I can add it back. Gee, this sucks. I promise you guys I will be We're getting into it. Tonight's gonna be alive. I have somewhat of a voice. All right, it's still working. It's still working. What's going on? What's going on? Hiya here. What? How you doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. You know, a lot's going on today, but primarily we're gonna talk about these fucks. And so what we're gonna do is play a game of who's who. And what I mean by play a game of who's who is I'll let you decide in the comments. Did the Blizzard Brigade do this or did the brown shirts? This is gonna get pretty predictable. We'll just say that. But we did hit over 1,000 likes. Thank you so, so, so much. Give me 1 second. I'm going to visit Penelope and I'll be right back. So, for the game of who's who, please participate in the comments. We can now see them on YouTube, so we're all good. Um, there we go. There we go. Who's who? Blizzard Brigade or brown shirts? Who used paramilitary intimidation? I'll give you guys a second. Give you guys a second. Between the Blizzard Brigade and brown shirts, who used paramilitary intimidation? That's right, both of them. Between Blizzard Brigade and the brown shirts, who targeted by people's status? Again, participate in the comments. Let us know what you think. Both of them. You got it here. What, Oreo? You got it. You got it. Um, who's who led to the erosion of due process? This is trash. You're trash. That's not at all true. Antifa is not even a real organization. It simply means anti-fascist, which means they wouldn't be communist. Dumbass. And just in case you didn't know the answer, both Blizzard Brigade or brown shirts who had unmarked agents grabbing people in public. I'm not wrong. This is literal facts. And the answer, both of them. All right, next one. Who's who? Blizzard Brigade versus the brown shirts. Had raids designed for visibility, not necessity. Anyone proud and white as fuck? Get the fuck off my live then. Go. I'm just saying things with no. All right. I got you. I got you on that one. Give me 1 second. The next one, because that answer was both of them. Collective punishment of whole entire communities. Who did that? Well, let's see. I'm going to bring up proof. Give me 1 second. All right, let's see, let's see. Let's go to images. Because we all know that the brown shirts did. But I can give you an example of how just recently ICE is now carrying those same logos. Christy Gnome. There it is. Cool. Give me 1 second, guys. We are within the Mac ecosystem, so it shouldn't take too long. Save image. Whatever. Guys, it's going to freeze in just a second because I'm going to airdrop, okay? Because if you want citations, I'll let you see it with your own fucking eyes. So here we go. It's going to freeze. 1 second, guys. Boom. All right. Let me show you what I just airdropped to myself. Give me 1 second. So I said collective punishment of communities. Wait, where'd it go? Why is it not working? 1 more second, guys. Come on. All right. We got it again. So hopefully this will. All right, guys. Sorry if you can't hear me, but we got it. We got it. And, fuck. And of course you can't see it. But what it says right there is one of ours, all of yours. You can literally look up this picture right now. Just Google Christy Gnome. One of ours, all of yours. And it refers to a former brown shirt mentality of collective punishment of communities. Oh, that's Christy Nome. She looking rough. She looking rough. Um, all right, we've got two more. Very simple ones. Blizzard Brigade or brown shirts. Detention before due motherfucking process. And the answer, you guessed it, both of them. Last one. Bonus question. Blizzard Brigade or brown shirts. Framed political enemies as security threats. You look homeless. Well, you look stupid. Exactly. Both of them. So, what does this mean? Everything we already fucking knew. It's funny because one, hey, Ryan, thank you for that, Ryan. Just go ahead and cut that. Just go ahead and cut that. We're not even. I will say one thing. I've been listening to the Sasha Riley recordings and interviews. I'm giving a massive trigger warning. If you are easily triggered, don't listen to it because I've listened to about 53 minutes of it so far. Why do you want to defend these people? Innocent Americans? Immigrants that are here just wanting a better life? Maybe because I'm not a fucking asshole. Just saying. Um, but yeah, I've listened to about 53 minutes so far, and already it is some of the most disturbing fucking things I've ever heard in my life. Had people talk about the 14th Amendment. Can you go more into that, Ariana? My mods are on it. Oreo, I love you too. I thank you so much. Thank you for dropping in. What did I get wrong? I got wrong that it was some of the most disturbing shit I've ever seen or ever heard in my life. No, no, that shit. If you have seen or heard more disturbing things, then you should be advocating for release of those files. Plain and fucking simple. Why don't I cry about it? Why don't you fucking listen, Billy J? Go give him a listen. Actually, you know what? Oh, I love modern day technology because we can give it a fucking listen. Give me 1 second. We'll find it, guys. And by the way, since everyone's like, I love Donald Trump, he just flipped off the president of our country just flipped someone off today. Where the fuck are we? All right. Boys are harder to. Okay, so if you do want to watch or listen to these rather, and again, trigger warning. It's called Boys Are Harder. Don't worry, boys are hard to find. So we're gonna listen. Because if you're going to sit here and defend them, you need to know exactly who you're fucking defending. Trumpers don't care. Trump love is unconditional and forever. What the fuck is happening? Hold on, what the fuck is happening? I gotta change my Tickfinity settings because what the fuck is that? Why is it like reading it? That was weird as shit. Um, how do I get it to not read that off? I don't want that. Does anyone know? All right, stop commenting for a second then. Give me 1 second because we're gonna listen to this. And again, trigger warning. Again, trigger warning. Here we go. Give it 1 second, guys. Wait, this is might be where it starts. Sorry, guys. A little hard to hear. Mm. Yeah. Police report.
What? Yeah, no, that's good, and I think
I'm
what
trying to find
I'd
certain
like
parts-
to do.
certain parts on this. Oh, this is it. I want you to know this is talking about the leader of this country.
Alabama just had to be involved. Like a warrior, and leader.
Skipping around.
No. And I think that's the case with a lot of the Republicans. And I just want to approach. Convict and remove all of 47 now. During the 1980s? Okay.
Trigger warning. And we're gonna stop there. Go listen to that. I do give a trigger warning. That's why I was skipping around certain things. But I think just what I played right there, you can see that Sasha Riley is a person, and he states this in these tapes, that he will not for sure claim something if he doesn't know if it. Yeah, they do. No, Larry, they absolutely do. Let me turn down the volume again. I don't know why it's like reading off. That's really weird. Um, the reason I played that is because Sasha Riley has literally said, if I don't remember it 100%, I'm not going to name names. And guess whose fucking name he named? And it is both sides. Absolutely. It is both sides. You've heard some very prominent names there. So if you think you can stomach it, I encourage you, go to Substack. It's called Don't Worry. Boys Are Hard to Find. And it is by Lisa Noel Volding. And it's honestly fucking sick. It's disgusting. And people still defending that. Just pieces of shit. Pieces of shit. If you don't believe victims, that tells me everything I need to know about you. Every fucking thing. Because what I fucking played for you guys, oh my god, that is like pre-K. Pre-K to what's in those. So if what you heard bothered you, and I did try to skip around purposely only because we want to follow guidelines. Um, if that disturbed you, please don't listen to the rest then. It absolutely is, but it's the thing is, Diane, is it's so much worse than that. It is so much worse than just that. Um, what you'll hear in that, it literally, I just, it's a hard listen. But if you ever had any doubt about the files, go give it a fucking listen. Go back to the country I came from. What the fuck do you mean? Oh, it was absolutely was. Yep. Well, there's something involving puppies, and I've only listened to 53 minutes of it, and it's already involved all those things. So, there you go. You want to hear it with your own eyes. You want to see it with your own eyes. You want real life fucking examples. I just gave you it all. But going back to what this whole live is about, which is fuck the Blizzard Brigade, found out today that ICE detained a Maryland mother of 4 and refused to let her see her son as he passed away from cancer. Many already since the films existed. Yeah, a lot of people have always said that like there's a movie called 8 mm by Nicolas Cage. They said it's art imitating life, and that's we'll leave it at that. If you guys didn't know, because a lot of people have been hearing like, where is the younger generation? Why are they not mad about it? Today in Minnesota, Minneapolis area, and surrounding areas, they said over 500 high schoolers walked out to protest what's going on in their communities because right now they're being terrorized. Fucking terrorized. And it's disgusting. We absolutely are. Absolutely are. Um, but and I don't think Diaper Don's gonna like this one, apparently, in the McDonald's in the areas and surrounding areas of Minneapolis, um, they're closing their lobbies to protect workers. So I can't believe I'm saying this, but to those specific McDonald's, good fucking job. Everyone, yeah, join Indivisible, 5051, No Kings, the People's Sick Day, the Women's March. Then they say, well, those high schoolers don't count. Well, who the fuck is the new fucking generation then? You know what I mean? You want babies crawling out on the streets in diapers doing it? Because they probably fucking would. They probably fucking would. And then you would say that's child abuse. So it's like you give them real life examples and they're like, that's not true. And I'm like, you just heard it. It's not true. It's so fucking frustrating. How do you feel about the undocumented being deported? I think our documentation or our the legal route to get citizenship in this country is highly flawed. I think we should have a way that people who are here that are applying for citizenship and that intend to apply for citizenship, they shouldn't have to fucking leave. I think right now with Blizzard Brigade going door to door in Minnesota, I think it mirrors that of brown shirts and what they did. This is the exact reason that Anne Frank had to hide in a fucking attic. It is happening here in the US. We have detention centers here in the US. Germany didn't even do that. They fucking sent them to Poland, but we have them right here in the fucking US. And you still want to say that we're fucking lying. You still want to say this isn't happening. Wake the fuck up. Plain and fucking simple. Ryan, thank you so, so, so much. I appreciate it. And guys, thank you for the likes at 10K. I will be visiting Penelope right on time. And we got about 33 more minutes as long as the voice still lasts. Is there anything in specific you guys want to talk about? I'm going to go over to ground news right now and we'll get it going. And guys, just so you know, I say this every live and I invite them to sponsor me, but they do not sponsor me. I use ground news because it has left, right, center sources, domestic and international sources, and gives the factuality rating of that program. Thank you very much, Diane. Different departments of American government. Wait, hold on. I think I missed something. Lebronsky. What do you mean different departments of American government? Because are you fucking stupid? That's a real question. I'm not bullying you. I'm literally asking because what are you fucking talking about? Does Ground News have an app? They absolutely do. Does Ground News work for every part of the US? It should. Now I will say I have it's like $30 for a year, which is honestly for the amount of news sources you have access to in one site, that's such a good deal. But if you guys wanna, if you Ground News, if you ever want to sponsor me, I would take that because you have an overall basis. Um, but yeah, that's what's frustrating me. No, what's frustrating me is people are saying that what is happening right in front of our fucking faces isn't, and that we're crazy, and that we're the ones that are doing something wrong. If you have any fucking empathy in your heart, you cannot look at what is happening right now. You cannot hear me tell you that they detained a Maryland mother of four and refused to let her say goodbye to her dying son who died of fucking cancer. I'm laughably uninformed. How so? I've given citations, I've shown you proof, I've let you hear it. What am I laughably uninformed about? What are my credentials to talk about immigration? You don't have to have credentials to talk about immigration, although I do have. Oh, trust me, baby, we research. Also, when it comes to immigration, it's not just about immigration. I'm for human rights, being for all fucking humans. Immigration aside, literally. Like, it makes no sense to still be supporting these fucking actions. Because what's going to happen once all the immigrants are gone? Which, by the way, unless you are an indigenous person, you're a fucking immigrant. What's going to happen when all the immigrants are gone? They're going to target people of color. What's going to happen when they target people of color and they're all gone? They're going to target the LGBTQIA. What's going to happen after that? They're going to go after autistic kids. They're going after women. Ooh, Jolena said, "Does being Mexican give me credentials?" You go, girl. Fuck yeah, Sergeant Ziggy. Thank you so much for the rose. I appreciate it. Like, I don't get it. Like the same people that want to say us going and protesting, we're domestic terrorists, are the same people that call J6 a peaceful protest. You want to talk about laws applying to people? We have a 34 count convicted felon in the top elected position in this fucking country. Yes, they will go after the medically disabled. They already are with Project 2025, now Project 2026. They did that back in the 30s too. They went after LGBTQ back in the 20s. So I was just talking about we actually just played certain parts of the Sasha Riley interview. Um it's just to know that this has been allowed to happen for so long in our country. And I'm a fucking veteran. I fought for this country. I had to take orders from that fucking PDF in the White House. Nobody will be left but billionaires. And then the rich will eat the rich. Stolen valor, really. You're funny. You're real fucking funny, buddy. Stolen valor? Stolen valor? No, I don't think so. It's not. How is it insubordination? I'm a veteran. You can have a political opinion once you're out of the military. E2 99 12 95. Bravo. Nice, nice. Thank you so much for the follow, Banjo Phil. Dirty Bad. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. You just said stolen valor. I showed you it wasn't. Then you said, then it's insubordination. It's not insubordination. And it's totally legal because I'm a veteran. Veterans can have political conversations. I will say, active duty military cannot, although I've had many, many that I could have doxed the fuck out of and chose not to. Come on here. If you didn't follow orders. Well, the orders I was lucky enough to receive were legal. I was lucky in that regard. The orders they are receiving right now are illegal and unlawful. Stolen valor when stolen valor tells me to calm down. Long-haired rocker, nice name, and thank you for the follow. Spoke about politics, but active duties, apolitical, veterans, anything but. Yeah, active duty, you have to remain apolitical per guidelines. Veterans, baby, we can talk, and talk we will. Talk we will. I'm honestly very glad I was medically retired when I was because I would probably still be in today and have to deal with this shit. Jordan, hello, hello. It's nice to see you. Welcome back in. Minority Report, thank you so much for the likes. And thank you, Jordan, for the heart me. I appreciate it. Guys, we are at 15K. My voice is still, I know it sounds like a monstrous mess, but it's projecting at least. So I'm going to pay Penelope a visit. Are you glad you're not in the military in this time? I am thrilled. Thrilled. I do like music. I actually had music playing in the background, but we played bits and pieces of the Sasha Riley interview. Childish Gambino right now. I need a new Penelope. Sad, sad day. So, I actually have one of my best friends is a general manager at a dispo here in San Diego. I get the hookup all the time because she'll get free samples, like a plethora of free samples, and every time I go over, I get a little goodie bag. Go look up Neighborhood Kids right now. So good. I like Neighborhood Kids. Trump is cleaning up this country. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Like you can stay for the chat, but like I just gave you like a fucking 35 minutes worth of reasons how he's not. We're literally on the verge of a civil WAR. Like how do you not see that? That's not cleaning up the country. Exactly, Sergeant Ziggy. Exactly. All right, we'll do Neighborhood Kids. It's not on here. Wait. Oh, okay, I found it. I found it. All right. You hope I'm right. You hope we're on the verge of a civil WAR. What a what a peculiar and just fucked up thing to say, but it's a free country, so that's your opinion. Guys, at 20K, I will visit Penelope again. Thank you so much for your support tonight. I think the voice is gonna last. I think the voice is gonna last. Um, and I do have honey over there just in case. Right? It's like they lost the first time. The same people with the same beliefs lost the first time and then fly that hateful flag for heritage. You you take pride in being a fucking loser. This is a good look inside a veteran soldier's mind. I pray for CW. Whatever. Whatever. But yeah, I see the neighborhood kids on TikTok a lot. They're pretty good. I'm from the South. That flag is white heritage, not Southern heritage. Here's the thing, it's not even heritage. What true heritage do we white people really have? None. We've taken it. Someone was on here. Oh my God. Somebody was on here the other day saying that they loved American culture because they love red beans and rice. I said, you got to be kidding me. That's Creole. Yes, the Confederate flag that they still fly with pride. It's like I don't get it. I really don't get it. And you know, I will say, and this is a group I will always kind of give props to, thus standing, unless they do something really fucked up and then I can't change my mind. Yeah, they lost, dude. But the chicks, formerly the Dixie Chicks, those women, first they stood up to George W. Bush. They got banned from the radio for like a year. I remember them coming back on. And then not only did they come back, they got stronger and they atoned for their name, Dixie, and now they're just the Chicks. They changed their whole fucking identity after years because it didn't align with their moral beliefs because they had been willfully educated. Good fucking job. Wait, did I see Mark Ruffalo? I did not. Is this good news or bad news? I feel like Mark Ruffalo hates Diapy Dawn though. Um, Howl of frustration. All right. This is what the article says. Isn't Dixie Chicks the We're Not Gonna Take It song? Dixie Chicks is they did a cover of Landslide. They did a song called Traveling Soldier. Goodbye Earl. Funny, my buddies fighting in Iraq. They couldn't fly the US flag and many of the units flew the Confederate flag. That's really fucked up. That's really fucked up. You're not even supposed to fly that. Isn't that still designated a hate symbol in the military? I know the Coast Guard just said that um, symbols with ropes and symbols correlated to the mustache man are no longer classified as free the Confederates. Are you fucking serious right now? What is happening, dude? All right, so the only real moment of the show to go viral was a red carpet interview with Mark Ruffalo, called over by an interviewer to explain the pin he was wearing on his tuxedo. The pin says, "Be good." Ruffalo explained that, "I'm not feeling so great. We have a woman, Renee Good, was, I'm going to say unalive for guidelines, in our streets of America today. As much as I love all of this talking about the Golden Globes, I don't know if I can pretend like all of this crazy stuff isn't happening. Good for you." How do those boots taste? Are you calling me a bootlicker? Like, none of this makes sense. The insults don't even make sense. It's just giving me deja vu to that dumbass that said I needed a lobotomy when I said, define lobotomy. You can even Google it. He said, you don't have a brain. Well, if I didn't have a brain, I wouldn't fucking need a lobotomy, and that is the exact fucking same thing. Bootlickers are people living paycheck to paycheck defending goddamn billionaires. That's what a fucking bootlicker is. It's insane. It's fucking insane, guys. We are almost at 20K where I will visit Penelope again. Thankfully, we're becoming a third world country, in my opinion. I get it. I get it. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the gold medal. I appreciate it. No, it's it's even more than that. We're just no longer America. And the older I get, the more I learn that America in most situations has been the bad guy. I still do have love for this country. I have love for the people in this country. This is no longer a country I recognize. In fact, it resembles a country from the 30s a lot more than it feels like America these days. Well deserved the way we're dealing with these trolls. Thank you. Nobody gives a shit about your opinion. No one gives a shit about your dumb comment. Plain and simple. Make America great again. And to that, what do we say, guys? Ribbit. Just fucking ribbit. I know, I'm a millennial. I'm a millennial as well. I'm on the tail end of it. I was 93. I think it Gen Z starts 98, but we're at 20K. Thank you guys so much. Aw. Well, long-haired rocker, thank you for the I'm new here. Welcome. to the Red, White, and WTF community. Even though we fight sometimes, it is a community. It's like a family. And I'm just really appreciative of you all. So, if you want to hit follow if you haven't already, please do. I also, if you ever miss my lives, they're recorded right over on the tube that you use. Are you? I'm Catholic. Hold on. I was in Parker Dean's live last night and he asked, "Are you Christian?" Guess says no. Oh, so what? Are you? I'm Catholic. I'm an 89 baby. Nice, nice, nice. They said, I think I actually heard that. And I was like, what? Like, people don't even understand their own religions. And I'm not going to say that I'm some savant and I know everything about every religion. But what I can absolutely say is that the Islamic State very closely resembles the extreme thoughts of white nationalist Christian evangelicals. And notice I didn't say Christians. I said very specifically, you're atheist. Okay, cool. I grew up Southern Baptist, was raised conservative Republican, very small town in Alabama. And now I then moved very far left, and now I don't really know where I lie because I think politicians on both sides, I don't think it's right or left anymore. I think it's the power versus the people. Because if super PACs have our politicians on both sides bought and paid for, who the fuck is going to fight for us? No one. The power has their boot on our fucking neck right now. And speaking of things being on necks, I just saw a video that took place less than a mile away from where George Floyd was unalived, where someone was pulled out of their car and Blizzard Brigade put their fucking knee on his neck. Renee Good was unalived. I think I think it was around the same place. It was around a mile away. History may not repeat, but it sure as fuck rhymes. And speaking of that saying, read this book if you think I'm absolutely fucking crazy. And no, I'm not sponsored by it. On Tyranny by Timothy Snyder. This was written during Diape Don's first term. And it gives you real life examples mixed with historical examples of how we're heading into this and what we need to do to survive. Number one, do not obey in advance. That means if they say something is coming and they're going to punish you for something, but it's not a law yet, don't obey in advance out of fear. Defend institutions. That's why I always talk about how fascism and anti intellectualism go hand in hand. They attack our universities. Beware the one party state. Take responsibility for the face of this world, which we all need to do right now because that the leader of this country has pissed off almost every other fucking country in the world. Can Americans wrestle? Knee on the neck is not wrestling. I'm not really into wrestling. I know they have the fake wrestling, but no, that was specifically banned because it was the cause of George Floyd's unaliving. And they still do it. It's disgusting. Oh, here's another one. Be wary of paramilitaries. Believe in truth, meaning if you see it with your eyes, if you hear it with your ears, fucking believe it. Investigate. That's how you'll find out if it's true or not. Fact check. Go to sources. That's why I like Ground News because I can check multiple sources all within 2 seconds of each other. Let's see. Learn from peers in other countries. Boom. Wait, hold on. What happened? Oh my God. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Listen for dangerous words. That's why we always talk about how words are important. And sometimes you'll see me walk things back or take a little bit longer to explain something because I want to be very intentional with my words. Be calm when the unthinkable arrives. I want you to know that this book has 20 chapters. It's still only 126 pages, though. You can literally read it in a day. This book has 20 chapters, and it says, Be calm when the unthinkable arrives. Well, guys, we are at chapter 18 in this book. Ironically, be a patriot is number 19. Be a true patriot. Defend this country and the people within it against all of those harmful billionaires, those hateful fucking assholes. Be a real fucking patriot. In chapter 20, be as courageous as you can. And this is specifically to all of my pink armed troglodytes out there. We have seen historically when this situation happens, a lot of people lose their lives. They have normally been people of color or a minority of some type. I will never tell you to go out and behave dangerously, but I will beg you to be courageous in this time. Be courageous because living in fear is not living at all. And it is 2026. And if there's one fucking thing they're not taking, or two rather, that they're not going to steal from us as they try to steal our rights, our autonomy, our money, our livelihood, they will not take what? Our fucking happiness and our fucking joy. It may be harder to find these things, but it is there and you can find it. You just have to look a little bit harder. It is still there. We have to keep an equally firm grasp on the whimsy of life, on the joy, on the little happy things in our day as we do our political and fucking moral rage. It's a very indigenous country if they invade them. The thing is MAGA doesn't really respect um, the indigenous. They literally have tried to deport indigenous people in this country. Um, but no, here's the thing with us in Greenland that I don't think enough people are talking about. They are part of a NATO nation, meaning if you attack one, you attack all. Just because we're actively in NATO doesn't mean that we can attack other countries within NATO. In fact, it means the exact opposite. So we will sever our tie with NATO. And who's left? Russia? Oh, wait, they're fucking allies with Venezuela and Iran. Oh, so who's left? Bibi, the war criminal that has been allowed in our country multiple times? I mean, we kind of should already be classified as that. Let's be so fucking honest. I don't think there's a point in whitewashing history because if you don't learn from the mistakes of those before you, you will repeat the same fucking patterns. And apparently, we in America have not fucking learned enough. And I'm sick of it. I'm fucking sick of it because we are at 21K. So I'm going to visit Penelope. Thank you so, so, so much. We haven't learned enough. But if you do want some joy in your day, there is a conspiracy theory, stay with me, that back in 2016, we know what who happened in 2016 towards the end. Uh when the Cubs won, they said it shifted us to a wrong timeline and people are speculating that if the Bears win the Super Bowl, it'll shift us back to the right timeline. So, just a little joy in your day. But if you want a little bit more, something a little more tangible that you can at least see and feel the joy, come on. Everybody, it's JP time. It's JP time. We got 8 minutes left, but I'll let you guys see the boy just in case you had a particularly hard day. Elder generation experiences. Yeah. Dude, I feel like millennials have just like lived through so many lifetimes, bro. JP for the win. They love you, Papa. Look over here. Say hi. All right, YouTube. There we go. JP for the win. Sweet boy. Sweet boy. He got so mad at me. I was not supposed to have to work late today. Again, sorry. for having to move the time to live. I did not expect it. I apologize. Um, Tomorrow, I can say for sure it's Wednesday, so we're not going to be live. So you have the evenings to yourselves. Do something productive or do something kind for yourself, please. Dog's cute, but Dems suck. Well, good thing I don't really consider myself a Democrat. In fact, because I haven't said it this entire live, we'll say it here at the end. My political beliefs are as follows, and I don't think you'll think they're that radical. I think anyone should be able to do whatever the fuck they want, as long as it does not harm or unalive anyone or anything, or impede on or take away the rights of others. I also think that food, housing, education, and healthcare should be both affordable and accessible. We need term limits, no more lifelong appointments, especially of the Supreme Court. That should be an elected position, official by the people, for the people. Supreme Court. I think the amount of appointments or appointees that a president has on both sides, it doesn't matter because it's far too many for both, needs to be more limited. I think that there should be term limits for every elected position. If there's a minimum age to run, there should be a fucking maximum age to serve. Plain and fucking simple. If you are participating in a system where you affect the laws and trends of cryptocurrency and of the stock market, you and your family, only while serving your term, should not be allowed to participate in that. Plain and fucking simple. Is that so crazy? Chick-fil-A and McDonald's fast food. Well, I don't know about what McDonald's has been doing. Oh, Leanne, thank you so much for the follow. Um, but they are doing something, the franchises at least are doing something in the cities of around Minnesota or Minneapolis in Minnesota. They're closing their lobbies to protect their workers. Good point you just said. Thank you so much, Bernie. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And guys, we got about 6 more minutes on here. Let's try to get to 30,000. Why not? I don't know if we can, but surprise me. But what's happening right now is just it's just not okay. I'm I'm tired of it feels so weird to have to go to work every fucking day and just act like things are normal cuz they're not. Cuz you're not supposed to talk politics at work. Although I'm lucky enough I have a few people I can discuss things with and we're all pretty much in agreement on most things. And the one that's not, well, I say what I say. Did you guys see that they were detaining people who tried to self-deport? Have you guys seen that yet? Because that tells you every motherfucking thing you need to know. Also, have you seen that the Blizzard Brigade stuck a firearm in a pastor's face, detained him, kept asking him was he scared yet, and then released him and said, "It's okay. You're not white. You're white. You wouldn't have been fun anyways." There was also a video where a Blizzard Brigade agent busted their ass on some ice, which was funny to watch, only then to be horrified because he followed a woman into a porta potty, a detained woman. But I'm the radical one that says people should have rights. God forbid. God forbid people have rights and be treated equally. God forbid we work 40 hours a week and we can afford our lives and don't live in fear of a medical emergency leading to bankruptcy. God forbid we have access to a higher education that actually helps us reach this fictional American dream. God forbid. Yep, absolutely. Sorry, guys, give me 1 second. The puzzle popped up. There we go. Well, it's popped up again. Jesus Christ. All right, cool. Yeah, no, it's absolutely ridiculous. I saw a video where they were holding like a pepper ball releaser, we'll call it, and then switched and mounted to his actual firearm and then placed it in the face of someone for standing there. Greenland would be a very corrupted country if USA buys them by force. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I don't think you can really buy something by force though. They're not going to buy anything. Trump has been promising all of his supporters, I'm going to say this nicely, money for the last year. They haven't gotten one fucking penny. Not one. So Greenland, if you're listening, and $10,000 to $100,000 of consistently devaluing American dollars, it may sound tempting. He's never gonna pay you. He hasn't paid his workers from the fucking 70s. Do you think we'll have an election in 2028, or they continue to let Trump do what he wants, even if it's illegal? Stephen, great question. Um, I'm concerned about midterms in 20 or elections in I'm concerned about midterms this year, but also elections in 2028. But let's talk about midterms really quick because they're coming soon, guys. Primaries are coming up. Start researching your candidates. Please make informed decisions. You have to like look it up now, so when it's time to vote, you can. Whatever way that is, at least you know the truth about the candidate and who really fits and aligns most with you. Um, he's been bringing up voting machines again, though. That is what's worrying me with midterms and primaries coming up because he said if there is a blue wave, he will be impeached. No one that is following the law will be fucking impeached. He has done far worse than get a BJ. He's done far worse than tap a singular room. In fact, if you want to talk about it, now, even though they don't have money to buy body cams, Blizzard Brigade are investing in drones, community wide drones. They are also having partnering with like basically spyware that can monitor your cell phone and your movements without your permission. We have Scandinavian values. Okay. Yeah, it absolutely is. But first of all, why is ICE even investigating American citizens at all? Um, why are they monitoring social media? That's right, we see you. It's crazy. All right, guys, it is 7 o'clock. We didn't get 30, but we did get 25. So I'm going to do one last visit with Penelope and then I'm going to say goodnight. Thank you guys so much for everything tonight. The conversation, be patient with the technical difficulties, listening to the bits and pieces of the Sasha Riley interview. Again, massive trigger warning, but if you really want to know how bad this gets, you need to listen. Um, but here we go. Thanks for 25,000, guys. Thank you guys so much. Delusional on a level playing field. Oh, Jack, do you think he his words put out 8 1/4 wars too? And on that note, we're gonna say goodnight, guys. Good night to everyone, but you, Jack. Fucking, I don't get it, YouTube. I don't get it. I don't get how they can still do this, but that's it for us. I will see you guys on Thursday. I'm not gonna go live tomorrow. Um, until next time. Bye, guys.